Ja, einen wunderschönen guten Morgen, sehr verehrte Damen und Herren.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you most cordially to the booth of the Innovation Forum of EMO 2023 in Hannover. My name is Mr. Meyer, and I would like to take you through today's program. Every 30 minutes, we've got interesting speakers here with us. Today, there are two good-looking young persons with me who are going to present the next speech to you. What comes first, reality or augmented reality? If you need simultaneous translation, please pick up a headset and a receiver and listen to the simultaneous translation. I will speak German, my colleagues will speak English, and I would like to welcome Gabriel Zochi and Jamie Towers.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Today title is Which Come First, Reality or Augmented Reality? I took inspiration from one of the common questions, which came first, the chicken or the eggs? And we are trying to explain today, or at least my goal is to show you why augmented reality always comes before the reality. So we will go through some slides and we will show you a journey about how augmented reality can be used in the real world for industrial usage. I work at Hololight. Hololight was founded more than 8 years ago, and our mission has been always to bring augmented reality as a technology for industrial usage, product development, and try to make this technology become a key component of the normal product manufacturing across multiple industries. One of our major goals was to try to find and create experience and knowledge to help industry understand how big is the potential of this technology and how it can be used. And we have built enough experience to become a great partner for enterprises to learn about this technology, deploy this technology in their existing use case, and start to work in a way that they can benefit from this solution on the market. We work across multiple industries, and we have been digging into a lot of different use cases to help industries in understanding and deploying augmented reality in different departments so that they can achieve a lot of different tasks. So as you can see, we go from the product development to design review. We help stakeholders to engage with products. We help in understanding how to assemble product and more. So we can introduce in a seamless way this technology in existing processes and make possible to achieve a greater result with a minimum effort. How you can use augmented reality and how augmented reality affect companies when it comes to the impact of the technology itself. So we can help companies in massively reduce the cost of prototyping and the cost of production in principle. Augmented reality remove a lot of costs in every single interaction with physical object. We can also accelerate the time to market. So we can speed up the processes that you already have in place, making it possible to achieve greater result in a much shorter time. So once again, also a massive cost reduction. Another major advantage of augmented reality is that you can avoid mistakes in a much earlier stage. So you can see the product before it becomes a real object. So you can start to evaluate several aspects of the product in a very early stage. And last but not least, this technology improved the collaboration process in a completely unexpected way, because you can work across different locations and have access to a digital representation of your product without having any physical interaction. So it makes much easier to have real-time collaboration from far distance. Our product, it's called ARES, Augmented Reality Engineering Space. We have been developing this software for almost 8 years now, and we have been able to deploy successfully in a lot of enterprises this solution. What do we do with this solution? First of all, we give you access to your original CAD data without any data preparation. So we don't have any limitation in what can be displayed in augmented reality, and you can work with the software exactly as you will work with your physical product. We provide the possibility to interact with your model the very same way you will do when it's a physical object. You will have the possibility to take it apart, to interact with it, and engage with the object exactly as you're used to doing in real life. We give the possibility to mix a real world and holographic world together so that you can actually mix the two experiences and take advantage of what is the product development across time. And last, as I said, we make possible to collaborate with this technology in a complete interactive way from any possible distance, mixing also technology like virtual reality and augmented reality. Now, usually, it will be easy for me to put pictures or videos of what the software can do and how we use it. But this is actually not the way we like to show our technology. Usually, we invite people to test this technology, because if you believe, you have an understanding of what is possible, you will not believe what we can do with our technology. So we have a complete different approach to the industry. And this is why we have invited one of our clients, LNS, and I will leave Jamie the possibility to explain to you what a company like LNS Group can do with a technology like the one we have developed. So please, Jamie, it's your time.
Thank you. So good morning, everybody. My name is Jamie Towers. I'm the CTO of LNS Group. We started our collaboration with Hololight about 1 year ago, and really tried to push how we can use this virtual augmented reality through our design process. So LNS Group has 9 production facilities around the group. We have 4 different product lines that we offer in the Western markets. But we really operate through one research and development organization. So for us, communication through the development process is absolutely key to the success of the product. LNS has 9 production facilities. So we have 3 production facilities in the US, 3 in Europe, and 3 in Asia. And with one central research and development organization, our connection to these production facilities, how we engage with them, how we engage with the different teams around the world is absolutely key. The way we develop products is no different to many other companies. We look for the market requirement, we go through the development process, then we move back to implementation in the market. And as we cross each of those phases through the development process, the way we communicate is key to the success of the product. Traditional tools that we've used in the past, of course, designing in 3D, SolidWorks, are all great. But we really found with this augmented reality that we can engage better with different teams in the group through this process. So I will explain to you 3 successes that we really had through the development process now with Hololight and augmented reality. So the first success we really saw was during the design review process. Traditionally, LNS, we, like many companies, do design reviews with sales, after-sales service, applications, even customers. And this is great using 3D models, often through teams, across international boundaries, across languages. But we find that different people react different ways during this process. Particularly salespeople don't feel the product at this stage. It's very hard to get good concrete feedbacks from the sales team. Often we don't get the feedback that is very useful until the prototype stage. And of course you have to build a prototype. It takes a certain period of time. It costs us money. Now using augmented reality, for us, it really helps to get people involved. The sales guy can see, touch, and feel the product before we even make it. We can engage very well with after-sales service teams, for example, for accessibility, how we might maintain a certain product. It makes the product real before you actually make something. And for us, physically, we did see some big wins. We for sure saved some money in terms of prototyping, but also certainly time to market. For us, this is absolutely key to be able to bring products from the drawing board to market launch in a rapid space of time. So we've done multiple design reviews with small teams, with large teams, and we've for sure modified designs before we get to the prototyping stage. And for us, this is absolutely a key win that we've done multiple design reviews now of large developments, but also small-scale projects as well. So moving on to the second win for LNS with augmented reality. Through the design process, we also really strive to have a good eye and good thinking for conformity, particularly, for example, with CE conformity. Often for engineers, we're in the design on a daily basis, and we really do our very best to make sure we're maintaining a good level of conformity through the product development. But often, when we do the risk assessment, it's towards the end, through the prototyping stage, which can have a big impact on the design. And for us, we try to find a way that we can engage earlier in the design process, not only internally, but with our external consultants. So another win that we had at LNS was to actually carry out risk assessments and conformity evaluations before we even built a prototype. We invited our external consultants that we use for conformity, as well as internal evaluations. And for us, this has been a big win in terms of, again, time to market, but also we end up with a better product. Often, if you do a risk assessment at the end of the design phase, if there is a big change to do to ensure conformity, it normally comes at the compromise of the design. But here, when we take it at a very early stage, we can really react during the design phase with minimal impact to the overall performance and functionality to the customer. As well, for us, it's a big win in terms of cost. Typically, we would produce a prototype, ship it across regions, have the evaluation in Switzerland where our headquarters is, and of course, this comes at the expense of time, money, and for sure, iterations after the fact. So for us, this has also been a big win, engaging different people in the conformity aspect of the product development early on. And the third phase for us, where we've had a good success, is the handover phase at the end of the product development towards the production. So often we have a complicated or a more complicated supply chain with LNS where we build sub-assemblies in one region, ship to another region, often remotely trying to train the assembler in one region from the headquarters in Switzerland. Now, using augmented reality, we can really show the production facility in another region, how certain critical steps should be done in the process, without sending somebody across the world, without having increased quality issues during the first batches of sub-assembly. So for us, this has also been a big win in terms of cost saving, not having to travel around the world to do the industrialization process. But also the buy-in, the collaboration we have with teams and the improvement in quality from the get-go as we move to product launch. So from LNS side, we see this augmented reality growing. We use it more and more in each of our product developments. And for us, it's been a big success, and we think it's going to be part of our overall design process. Doesn't really change the process, but really is a tool to help us have better communication, better collaboration with our products, improving time to market, reducing costs throughout actually the prototyping, development, and conformity of the product. So handing back.
Thank you. Thank you, Jamie, for the explanation. So we wanted to invite someone to tell this story mainly for a reason. Most of the time, we see people reluctant in assuming that this technology can really help or improve company. They see it as a fancy technology that requires a lot of money to use it because you can't really work with it. But this is all wrong. Any perspective you have about this technology is probably wrong. You should try it because you can see your digital twin the way you're being used on a computer, but in a completely immersive way. And actually, this is a technology that can help more small companies than big companies. Because as Jamie was mentioning, we have designed this solution in a way that you don't need to change your processes. So you keep working with the processes you have established. No one better than you know how to make your product. So we are not here to teach anything. But we have developed the technology in a way that you can seamlessly integrate it and just replace, wherever possible, physical interaction with holographic interaction. So this is a technology that you can deploy in a very fast way. You can learn in a very quick way. And you can start to have a return of investment in a very, very short amount of time. The impact is huge. And it's huge from day one. So we encourage everyone at least to have a look You can come to our booth. If you have any CAD data, come, we're gonna show you your model. But in particular today, you can come to our booth and we have one of the last product of LNS as a CAD file that you can test in an immersive way. And if you visit LNS booth, you can see the physical machine. So you can actually connect the dots and see what was possible through the usage of this kind of technology. And that's why I think we have the answer to which come first. Augmented reality make possible to have the product way earlier than you're gonna see any physical representation of it. So please have a look to this. It's a real change for industry.
Thank you very much, Gabriel and Jamie.